Okay, welcome back. The purpose was to show you around the campus, a brief virtual campus tour. We were only partly successful in that. I hope as we move on, we'll be able to show you more and maybe even say more. Uh, well, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to the virtual open day for the BA Liberal Arts program. Today, our goal is to introduce the university to you, the BA Liberal Arts program to you, overall the concept of liberal arts to you, and probably even more important than that is to help guide you towards applying, is to help answer your questions, to solve any queries, to any problems that you may have, because I know, everybody knows, that liberal arts is not entirely it's something of a novel thing in Pakistan. There are very few places that are offering liberal arts degrees, where there are comprehensive liberal arts programs, and which is why there is some confusion about what liberal arts entails. Our goal today is to remove some of those confusions, is to answer your questions, and I hope develop more interest in these very important courses, in these very important programs that have been missing from Pakistan's educational landscape at our own detriment. Which is why we are all here today. We set up this event today to reach out directly to those people, those students among you who are interested, or parents who are interested in their children having a liberal arts education. You may be aware that liberal arts are have this wonderfully long ancient history. Liberal arts are very well known even in this part of the world. I mean, the idea is that liberal arts programs that engender critical thinking, good thought processes, analytical skills, good writing skills, good language abilities, an understanding of one's nature, of one's society, of one's history, of one's literature, that these have been part and parcel of all education systems pretty much all over the world. Liberal arts programs really form the bedrock of some of the best universities in the world. Pakistan is slightly late to the game, to be honest. But I'm glad that we are finally at UMT able to offer a liberal arts program that brings all these things together, that focuses on knowledge for the sake of knowledge, with the hope, with the desire, and with the understanding that the skills that you will build up, the skills that you will develop during your time in a 4-year liberal arts program will allow you to will reach greater heights in your careers as well. So, just some rules for the day. I am joined by two of my colleagues, Aisha Zafar and Dikra Yaqub. You can see them in your list as co-hosts. We plan to be here for the next couple of hours. And the main idea is to introduce the program to you. Please use, while I have muted all of you, simply to make sure there's some coherence in what we're doing, because we will be sharing videos and giving some presentations throughout as well. There's a chat box open as well, and we have a very keen sort of look at the participants list. So if there's any questions that any one of you may have, किसी का कोई भी सवाल हो, please use the chat box to write your questions, and we can, my colleagues and myself, we can together even use that chat box while we go. So your questions can be answered real time, and also please, if you want to say something and you think that it's easier to say something, I know some of you may be on your mobiles and it may not be easy to type something, please do the hand raise option on Zoom, and we'll see that, and as soon as we have a chance, we'll stop and unmute you and ask you to ask us what you need. So very soon today, we will also have our admissions people here from the admissions team at UMT. So if there's any specific questions about admissions, we will be able to guide you on those. And you'll also hear from some students about student activities. You'll hear from some of the teachers who, well, if you plan to join, you'll be able to if you plan to join UMT or the BA Liberal Arts program at UMT, you will get to know them, well, slightly better. Well, one difference that I can quickly point out, I mean, Rukhsar, thank you for that question. You will hear all of these things as we proceed over the next hour and a half. But the one thing that you asked me, the difference between a simple BA and a BA liberal arts. Well, a simple BA is a sort of, if I'm not wrong, a historical degree that was part of Pakistan's curriculum that has now been shifted towards a 4-year program. So a BA liberal arts program that we are offering will have 3 streams. Will have history, literature, and philosophy. It will be a 4-year program. It's effectively equivalent to any bachelor's program at any reputed university all over the world in terms of its pedigree. And Ahmed is asking me a question. Ahmed will answer those questions as we move along as well, but thank you for asking them now. The new semester starts in the middle of October, 12th of October 2020 to be exact. Applications for the program will be ongoing until then. And since it's a new program, you'll be able to come and ask your questions on campus, and I think we'll be able to accommodate you as even slightly later than that. And will newcomer classes be online? Ahmed is asking me. We are not entirely sure. There's most of the classes will probably be online for safety purposes, but there are some classes that are going to be on campus. Classes that are either very small, which would allow for social distancing, or classes that require labs. But that will be opened up as soon as we know. How about before I proceed with explaining the program to you, what I wanted initially is to show you and introduce you to liberal arts in a more comprehensive way. I will do that by showing you, by introducing you to the Dean of the Institute of Liberal Arts, under which we're offering this program, BA in Liberal Arts, Dr. Syed Nomanul Haq, who is a scholar par excellence. And when you hear from him, I think you'll find out in some detail what the liberal arts program is and what we mean by introducing you to the and we can do that right about now.
My name is Dr. Syed Nomanul Haq, and I'm the Dean of the Institute of Liberal Arts at this university, UMT. This institute is a new departure in Pakistan's landscape, and I'm very happy to be leading the process. Before I address the question as to what liberal arts are, let me make a quick observation. And it is that as human beings, our most powerful faculty is the faculty of imagination. A word is given to us, but we construct other words. And we construct other words through our imaginative faculty, which expresses itself through our intellectual prowess and our creative urges. Now, the liberal arts, they nourish our creative abilities, they reinforce our intellect, and they support our creativity. The subjects we do are history, for example. As a rational human being, it is my right to know who I am, how I got here, who my forefathers were, what are my coordinates in history. We do that, and then we have subjects like philosophy, subjects like literature. These are the things that we cover in the liberal arts. It gives us the ability and the freedom to create new words, world of ideas, scientific world, and so on. It makes you more articulate. It gives you communication abilities, and really, it prepares you for any career that you choose, any non-vocational career that you choose. You can go into civil service. You could be Pakistan's ambassador in the US. You could be controlling the home department. You could be controlling broadcasting agencies and so on. So the sky is the limit. So this is what we do. Once again, human creativity, human intellect, historical knowledge, consciousness of ourselves. This is the kind of thing that the liberal arts do. Well, there are a number of things. One is a pedagogical question, the question of teaching. So we make sure that our teaching is of a very high quality and there is no compromise there. We keep updating our teaching techniques and we keep training our faculty to carry that out. That is one thing. The other thing is in the choice of the faculty. We have a superb faculty, a faculty that is growing. We have PhDs from top universities. We have people, for example, from University College London. We have people who have gone to the Graduate Theological Union in Berkeley. So we have a very good faculty. So that is the second thing, teaching the faculty. And of course, the material that we offer to students has to be up to date and cutting edge. So this is how we ensure that the quality of what we do is superb and second to none. Well, liberal arts are important because it gives us power of thought. We have a dwindling intelligentsia in this country, and we have to increase our intelligentsia. People who are able to think, people who are able to analyze, people who are able to make sense of our contemporary conditions. We need thinkers, we need historians, we need writers. And this is what liberal arts do, and without that, sheer technology will not help us. We have to contextualize technology, and that comes through a training in the liberal arts. So this is what it is important in liberal arts. As I think I said in my introduction, as far as careers are concerned, I think the sky is the limit. If you're articulate, if you're confident, if you're innovative, if you can write well, if you can speak well, if you have confidence, you can do anything. Civil service is one possibility. International agencies such as the United Nations is another possibility. You can become writers. You can become administrators. You can, of course, come into teaching. So really, anything can be handled by graduates of liberal arts insofar as they are non-vocationals. They will not be able to do engineering, but they can perhaps understand what engineering does to the society and what cultural impacts it has. So really, there is a vast range of possibilities for the graduates of liberal arts. One of the things that I always say is that students shouldn't be worrying about careers. Careerism is not a good thing. The thing is that you'll be nourished spiritually. You'll enjoy what you're doing. You'll find the things you're doing meaningful. You'll engage in them. A line of poetry, a note in music, for example, an idea that is inspiring. These are the things that is given to you by the liberal arts. And then once you do these things, you're good for anything. Statistically, we know of no graduate of liberal arts who is drifting or who is starving. They have multiple possibilities. And this is what it is if you want a richer life, if you want a life in which you have freedom to create. And let me say that we are human insofar as we are free to create. Otherwise, we are alienated, and we shouldn't be alienated. So, graduates of liberal arts, they are fully integrated into the social flow of life. They are comfortable, they're spiritually happy, and they find meanings in what they do.
Right. I hope that was useful. I know it was useful to me. It always is listening to Dr. Manal Haq, who has also been a teacher of mine several years ago now, and one of the reasons why my education moved towards the liberal arts. there's one question that Abdul Rafi just asked, and I think it's worth just pointing out and highlighting right now. Our nomenclatures, about what a BS degree and a BA degree is, they've been colored by perceptions about, well, arts being inferior. I think now, in 2020 and moving along, I think we can be very clear and we can be very confident uh, in highlighting the powers of a liberal arts education, of an education that has BA in the background and not a BS or a BSc. Uh, that it's just nomenclature in the end. Your education will not be inferior in any way. In fact, it may even be superior, if I dare say. So I think Abdul Rafi and everybody else who's here, if it's a BA liberal arts program, the focus should be on what we're teaching in it, what education you'll be able to gain, what knowledge you'll be able to gain, what skills you'll be able to develop, and that, because in the end, many of the courses are going to be similar. Every university will have programs that are called BA programs and BS programs or BSc programs, and that usually is based on disciplinary criteria of where a program is housed. So a liberal arts program is more accurately, more adequately BA, a Bachelor's of Arts, as opposed to be a Bachelor's of Science. It would be it would be misleading if if a liberal arts program was calling itself a bachelor's in science, simply to align itself with our perceptions and priorities in Pakistan between the sciences and the arts. As I introduced uh, overall as well, uh, later on as well, the programs, the courses that we'll have within this program, be it in arts, will show you that it's a mix of, well, the core courses that every university is supposed to teach now, as well as courses that will in no way hinder your educational or your intellectual progress, inshallah. Uh, I want to show you one more quick video, a quick message of welcome from our Associate Dean, Dr. Naveed Rehan. Again, somebody who, if you plan to join the BA Arts program, you'll be introduced to, and you'll probably even be taught by. So just give me a second and I will introduce Dr. Naveed as well.
Hello, my name is Dr. Naveed Rehan. I'm Associate Professor of English and Associate Dean here at the Institute of Liberal Arts. And I welcome you all to this virtual open day, and I hope your questions will be answered and you'll get to know us a little bit better. And of course, we're always here to contact in person if you like. I teach literature in English. I have a PhD in English and the teaching of English from Idaho State University. Did a master's in French language and literature, which continues to be an interest for me. There are the list of our courses is online. There is a lot of information on our website. And if there's something that you don't find over there, again, you can contact us. And we are here today as well to answer your questions. I hope you will explore this program. It promises to be an exciting one. There are very few programs like this in Pakistan and in Lahore. I hope you will take some time, get familiarized with the program and with us, look up the faculty profiles, and so I hope we will see you here very soon. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Naveed, virtually. So this was Dr. Naveed, and now you've heard from the Dean and the Associate Dean of the Institute of Liberal Arts, and I think you've gotten a flavor of what the program and what the Institute is like. I also have a quick video of myself that I will show you now, in which, just because even though I'm here live in front of you to answer your questions and to interact with you, but since all my colleagues are making videos, why should I stay behind? Which is why you can also have a look at my few comments and what I do here.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Waqas Sajad. I am an assistant professor at the Institute of Liberal Arts at UMT. I teach courses in history. My research interests are South Asian Islam, South Asian history, reformist groups, and the work I have conducted and things I write on normally include the South Asian past and the interaction between religious groups in South Asia and in Pakistan today. I'm also heading the Center for Languages at UMT, which also falls within ILA, which is the Institute of Liberal Arts. Through the Center for Languages, we teach multiple languages, and through other programs in the Institute of Liberal Arts, we offer programs in literature, in linguistics, and now in liberal arts. The new program that we're offering through the ILA is the BA in Liberal Arts, which I am managing along with some of my colleagues. If you join the BA Liberal Arts program, you'll find that we have three major streams. We'll be teaching courses in history, in philosophy, and in literature, among a range of other courses that we hope will enlighten you, will encourage you to learn more about your world, and will quench the thirst that you have for knowledge. So some of the history courses that we'll offer include courses in South Asian history, in Islamic history, in the history of languages. Some of the philosophy courses will include modern philosophy, ancient philosophy, and literature courses will include courses in South Asian literature, post-colonial literature, which is just a small taste of the things that you learn here. I hope many of you choose to apply to this new program at UMT, and that you'll benefit from the rich resources that we have here. I look forward to welcoming many of you on campus very soon, and please reach out to us, look at our website, and email us if there are any questions that you want answered. We'll be glad to help you. Thank you.
So that was me. Obviously, no one told me there's a proper way to sit when you're recording a video, but that's fine. So if there's any questions now, I can pause here for a bit. I don't want to rush things. I want to keep this interaction with all of you informal. If there's any questions that you want to ask, using your voice, please use the hand raise option or let me know on the chat, in the chat box, and we'll, take a breath and talk about those things now. For example, Kainat here has mentioned that she wants to change her discipline from BS Nutrition Sciences to English Literature. Well, let me also plug, maybe you also want to join the BA Liberal program, who knows? But you can do that by getting in touch with the admissions office. And we will also, like I told you, we will have somebody from the admissions team here in maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And you can ask that question directly to the admissions team at UMT. If there's no specific questions about the things that we have gone through so far, let me quickly move on to giving you a sort of deeper insight into the BA Liberal Arts program. Okay. There I have it, and let me quickly put on the slides so you can also have a look at some of the things that we are doing. Okay, so just to introduce you once more, those of you who joined in late, we are talking about the BA Liberal Arts program within the Institute of Liberal Arts at UMT in Lahore. This is a brand new program. We are introducing this Liberal Arts program as one of the very few such programs in Pakistan, and certainly in Lahore. There are quite a few elements in such an expansive degree, as you saw in the video I shared earlier, in which the Dean of the Institute was talking about what the liberal arts encompass. I think you would have, if you were paying attention, I'm sure, you would have figured out that this is a sort of program that is meant to enrich your knowledge about the world, about yourself, about societies, about cultures. Think of it this way. I mean, one way in which I was thinking about how to introduce liberal arts to you is this. You know, हम आजकल जाते हैं on Facebook, on Twitter and all these websites, and we see people discussing and talking and having opinions about almost everything in the world, about religion, about the country, about history, about philosophy. Uh, with the liberal arts program, you'll be able to make sense of those conversations. Chances are you'll be able to, well, correct people properly, and that's always a good thing. And you'll be able to have those conversations at a deeper, more intellectual level, at a more aware level than the conversations you see on these social media websites. Why? Because, well, you're being trained. You're being trained to think deeply about these things. You're being trained to understand history better. You're being trained to understand religion better. You'll be able to create those intersections between history and literature and philosophy, which all fall within the liberal arts. Uh, what I'm saying is, your motivation should not just be to correct people online. That's not the only goal. But given that those conversations have become so central to our lives, so central to how Pakistan is going to create that sort of domain, though that lowest common denominator of knowledge, and we don't see that so far. These are the sorts of programs that will enable us to have those conversations at a deeper, more intellectual, at a more suitable and relevant level for a country and for its sort of youth to progress. So this is what the liberal arts have generally encompassed. You know, getting that general knowledge, getting those intellectual variations, those different disciplines, which will include art, which will include poetry, which will include philosophy, history, which is all part of, as this slide tells you, a liberal education. Here at UMT, the way we have developed this program, this roadmap for you, it is meant to highlight, well, both these historical dimensions and also focus on the world that we live in today. So for instance, in addition to courses in history and literature and philosophy, which are extremely important and which are not just about the past, you know, as people who know history will tell you, that history is as much about the present as it is about the past, because we end up having to, well, both identify with certain incidents in the past, having to grapple with our identities based on how societies have developed, you know, over the centuries, if you know, over the decades, if not the centuries, which is why all those things are extremely important. However, at UMT, what we're also trying to do is look at how that liberal arts education will be even more relevant to new problems that have come up. Problems such as climate change, problems such as social media. I mean, those of you who follow these conversations, and as liberal arts students, you will follow these conversations because you'll automatically look at them and you know that this is what I need to know about. If you follow these conversations, you'll know that social media has a huge role to play now in, well, marketing, in developing our perceptions about pretty much anything in the world. If you follow those conversations about, for example, American politics, you'll find out how social media has played a huge role in the way that American politics, even the American elections have proceeded. In Pakistan as well, we've included terminology such as trolling and all of these things within our social media discourses. And with the liberal arts degree, with the liberal arts program, with the liberal arts education, that will allow you to make sense of these politics, these histories, these philosophies, and the ensuing debates about them. That's when I think you'll be able to make sense of the world we live in today. So while our goal is to make sure we provide that sort of holistic, all-encompassing education that makes sense of yourselves and the world, there are certain skills that we think, that I believe, such a program will engender in you, will develop in you. You'll be able to become better in your communication. You'll be able to think about things more deeply, write better than most people, research about matters, you know, more better than other people. When somebody says something wrong, you'll be able to understand why they're saying something wrong, where their perceptions are coming from. You'll be able to understand the differences between ethical and non-ethical decisions. You'll know the right questions to ask. And since you'll know your history, you'll know your literature. And by saying you know your literature, you'll know what to call your literature and what to call somebody else's literature. All of that will enable you to become more self-aware. And one thing that I've missed out on in our program, and I'll say that in a bit as well, one of the things that we're going to focus on is giving you a very solid foundation in a foreign language, which will also enable you to become better researchers, understand some other culture in a much more deeper way than we normally do, and thus be able to truly become, people of the world. So this is what our program currently looks like. I just wanted to share with you the sorts of courses that you will be studying. Well, there are these courses that you have, which are all part of the requirements for any degree, at UMT or outside as well. So these are a sort of broad range of courses that will give you snippets and introductory knowledge about a range of things. And several of these, which while these are all core compulsory courses in the university, several of these you'll find are very relevant, very suited, and quite linked to a liberal arts education. But things get more interesting, I think, for me at least, when we move into our major courses. So students in the BA Liberal Arts program at UMT will study three major streams: literature, history, and philosophy. They'll combine to give that holistic information, that holistic knowledge, that holistic intellectual acumen that all of us, I think, desire, and that has become so necessary in today's world. And I think I also want to stress that while these are three streams, literature, history, philosophy, a lot of the courses that we teach, in fact, a lot of the conversations that we have in general, will always bring these ideas together. So if you're studying with me, for instance, if you study a course on South Asian literature, you'll study history through literature. If you study a course on South Asian history, you'll be studying philosophies, you'll be studying literature in order to understand that history. So what are some of the courses that we currently have for you in history? And again, with this is with the caveat that we will be studying these courses not in isolation. They will be aware of the literature, the philosophy, the sociology, the anthropology. All these different disciplines will come together in a sort of major discipline of history as well. We'll study historical methods, we'll study European and American history, we'll study South Asian history, we will have world art, and we'll understand how the world has developed based on geography and regionalism. So at the end of your program or during your program, you'll see such images and you'll be able to make sense of them. They will not just be abstract images to you. You'll know what you're looking at. And if you don't know what you're looking at, you'll be able to make educated guesses and then ask the right questions about them. And that's our goal here. Similarly, in literature, you will be introduced to a range of courses in literature: English literature, post-colonial, South Asian, creative literature, world literature, literary theory. And again, the goal is to make sure that you are introduced to different languages as well. So in South Asian and post-colonial literature, there's a strong chance, if I am teaching one of those courses, for example, and I've taught South Asian literature here, that we will have a healthy dose of Urdu poetry and prose as well, because that's something we need. We'll have translated Bengali texts as well, because that's what we need to understand these different worlds. Similarly, in philosophy, we are not limiting ourselves to this dichotomy between Eastern and Western philosophy. In fact, we'll be able to bring these issues together. We'll be able to see where the interplay between East and West has come about. In fact, we'll be able to have conversations about whether this dichotomy, this division between East and West, that is really an epistemological discussion. That is a discussion that we that is based on our preconceived notions of what is good and what is bad. We'll be able to have those conversations. Plus, I mean, it's always a good thing. You'll be able to, pepper your language with big words, big concepts, big thoughts. That's never a bad thing, right? And finally, there's quite a few, like I said, interdisciplinary courses that you'll find them, here and there you may want, for example, Sufism and Islamic history to be really part of history. But like I mentioned before, I really wanted to keep these outside just to give you a sense of how some of these courses that you study in your 4 years here are going to talk about literature, history, society, sociology, anthropology, religion. All of these things will come together in many of these courses. You cannot, for instance, have a discussion on climate change and not talk about issues of migration, not talk about issues of violence, and not talk about issues of warfare, racism. All of these things are important. Similarly, human rights and citizenship could easily be a course within philosophy, but really we'll be reading up on different literatures. We'll be reading up on things like migration, things like the compact between the state and society and the citizen, and all of those issues that would maybe be part of philosophy, maybe part of history, maybe part of literature. And those are the discussions I want you to have. Those are discussions I think you'll end up having when you go through a 4-year program, so that I'm quite confident after your first year here, you'll understand that disciplinary boundaries. If you're doing history, you're not just doing history. You'll be able to understand those disciplinary boundaries much better. And of course, there's much more. You'll be able to make sense of these images that have just come up here. And like I said, language is going to be a major part of your education. Finally, and I know that we have posted this quite a few times, and if you go to our website or the UMT website, you'll find that these are the admission requirements for the BA Liberal Arts program. I think right now it's a new program, so we've kept it quite liberal, sorry for the pun. Please ask us any questions that you may have. But most importantly, I think for many of you, and it's completely understandable given that for so many of us at this stage of our lives, you're all 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, that whatever you end up pursuing, chances are, if you're not your parents, then your grandparents, if not your grandparents, then your uncles and aunts, cousins, anyone would ask, ye kyun kar rahe? Ye kyun kar rahi hai? Why liberal arts? What will that give you? And I think we are here to tell you that it will give you quite a bit. All those skills that I mentioned before, they were not abstract skills. They are skills that are badly needed in today's world. In fact, these are skills that you'll find even the most technologically advanced companies in the business of technology, things that you would imagine are not liberal arts per se, but we find that those companies are looking at hiring people from philosophy, people who've done history, people who've done communications. Why? Because they understand that these people understand the world better. These people understand themselves better, and they understand other people better, other cultures, other societies. They know what attracts people, and they're able to communicate their thoughts better as well. So this is just a list of some of the career options that you have if you want to pursue a liberal arts program. At the top there is civil service, which I know many people in Pakistan aspire to, which is a good thing. And the BA Liberal Arts program is going to be able to help you achieve that. It's going to help you gain knowledge in some of the primary areas that the civil service, for example, will want you to join. It will help you move towards academic disciplines that are quite numerous. After a BA Liberal Arts program, you can be comfortable in taking up graduate studies in history, philosophy, literature, languages, cultural studies, the list goes on, digital humanities, and you could take up work in any of them and move into academia. Similarly, you can be involved in law, in fine arts, in development work, which is, a lot of it is about understanding societies, understanding the marginalized people of the world. And while we're not doing development studies, I think you'll be able to understand development studies much better with a BA Liberal Arts program. So that's, broadly speaking, my understanding and my my spiel about what the BA Liberal Arts program is about. If there's any questions about the program, about what you study, what you think it will lead to, please use the chat box to ask your questions. Otherwise, I can, we can move on and introduce you also to the university and some of the things you can look forward to if you plan to join UMT. So my colleague Aisha Zafar will say now a few words about the university to sort of introduce you to life here and some of the primary things that you should be aware of. So I'll hand it over to Aisha now.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I welcome you all here, and we actually are trying to make the session informal with you so that you can actually come up with your queries. And overview of the department of the university. Dr. Vikas has already shared a lot about the program, and the program is basically, just to make you good intellectuals, and so that you can actually fulfill your role in the society and the community. So, kind of, yes, I will discuss about the nutrition program as well, but let me just discuss the details of that particular department which we are dealing with. So, UMP, if I talk about the numbers, then it is basically a W category recognized by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. And similarly, it is ranked among top 500 universities in Asia in QS ranking. It has a good infrastructure, but in brief, I will discuss about that. It has a purpose-built campus, and it focuses on academic and non-academic extracurricular activities, as it has 60 plus clubs and society. And basically, we want our students at UMT to stay in a healthy environment where they could learn and they could enjoy. So this is the idea of the overall, university program. So as far as BA liberal arts program is concerned, Dr. Vikas has already communicated a lot about it and in detail. I'm sure your concepts are quite much clear regarding it. It has three main streams of literature, history, and philosophy, and it helps us a lot to think deeply. So I will not go into the detail of it. There are a few other things which I would like to share with you, being a new student or first semester, so that this orientation session and open day session could be helpful to you, and you could actually, just make your learning processes more easier. For example, we do offer lots of scholarships to our students, and Maheen, yes, you are right. Maheen, you are right that it covers the various interesting courses, and I'm sure the students who will join it, they will really enjoy it also, because we have a very good faculty for it. Plus, the infrastructure we are trying to develop for this program is totally new and totally different. So as far as the scholarship is concerned, we have multiple scholarships for our bright students and for overall students. They are merit-based scholarships and some others, which I'll discuss later. But just for an overview, I would like to share with you the percentage marks, which you can see on your screens, that we have different weightages for the participants who have 95% marks, or 90 to 94, and so on, and then accordingly it gives the percentage scholarships in the fee waiver and all. I have also given that link of the scholarship website of UMT, so that if you could just look at it in detail, this is a very good opportunity, and UMT is always concerned about it. Apart from that merit-based scholarships, we do offer Dean's Merit Award and Rector's Merit Award for the students, and it not also gives the financial benefits, also it gives the certificate and some recognition in terms of a medal, etc., which actually motivates our students to learn more. And similarly, other than these kinds of academic and merit scholarships, we do have outstanding sportsmen and extracurricular scholarship, which is up to 100%. So this is how we promote the scholarship activities among the students who are from the sports activities, and they are representing Pakistan, Pakistani team at lower levels from the UMT's platform. And then we have special person scholarships, which are some differently abled issues, and it is also up to 50%. Then we have remote area scholarships. UMT is a very diverse, it has a very diverse community. We have students from across the Pakistan here, and it has a very congenial environment. So we try to promote the students who are from the remote areas specifically. Then we have discounts up to 25% for the children of Shuhada, and for the government teachers up till the scale of 16, they also have the discount till 25%. So this is how UMT is actually, facilitating its students as well. Other than the scholarship, we have a lot more activities and facilities on campus. Transportation is also one of the main, reasons of or a problem to commute in this modern era from different parts of the city. So Office of Transportation at UMT provides very safe and reliable transportation mean. They are economical as well. Again, I have mentioned the link here. You can just look at it. And yes, Sarva, I'm sharing the transportation detail. You can see the link here. You can go in onto that link, and then the details of routes, etc. is also there. I will also discuss the about the accommodation as well. We have two types of transportation, separately for females as well and for males as well. And this is just an overview I am sharing with you, and I'm sure you can get the detailed discussion later on. If you would like, you can contact the relevant department as well. This is just for your convenience that I am sharing this detail of a shuttle service. Mainly all main areas of all over the Lahore, basically our shuttle services covers these areas, and they have some particular time slots on which they actually give this pick and drop. Shuttle services from Askari 10 till onwards actually move on, and so this is one of the finest transportation facility we provide to our students. Similarly, we have the UMT student housing and medical facilities. Housing facilities are regarding the accommodation at UMT hostels. They are separate for females and males. They can be single occupancies or the doubles. It depends. But for example, if you go for single occupancy, then it is a little expensive than the double ones. However, both are quite up to the day-to-day amenities. And it included 3 times mess as well, and it has medical facilities from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. in the evening. Other than that, UMT also provides the facilities on campus. I mean to say that if students have any problems regarding the medical issues, etc., so they can come up with a free medical treatment and checkup from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. on campus. We have our medical unit services available there. We have our doctors which actually not deal with the first aid things. However, they also deal with these treatments and other facilities. So the details of UMT housing can also be checked on the UMT's website, and they actually have all the details of their prices, etc. Generally, it is for a year, but for their students, for the students who have passed out, so they offer them some complimentary days as well for 1 day or 2 days if they want to come for that. And other than that, we have some other activities, other facilities on campus. Campus life at UMT is very interesting. We do have a very healthy environment. We have labs. We have very good classroom environments, well-equipped classrooms with all the modern tools and technologies. in the last semester, we were doing online classes, and there wasn't a single day when we couldn't continue with the classes. The very first day we started, we switched from the regular classes to the online classes, and we blended it very well, all the faculty and the staff and the students as well. So we are using the best possible means of modern technologies to make our students more equipped with the latest technologies and latest pedagogies and latest technological developments in teaching. And similarly, we have lots of activities on campus, some galas, some festivities. Sports activities are generally the part of academic calendar. We have cafes and all the best facilities which generally university must include for students to come and could just relax, and then they could learn effectively. Other than that, UMT has a very good environment. If you have any and activities which you can actually look at it. It has EUMT, and it is trying to facilitate the students in terms of online and blending classes. But we have the representatives of those departments as well. They will guide you according that. And then we have the representatives of our admission department. They will also let you know about that, how can things will be more convenient to you. So this is from my side. Other than that, I'm sure you can just have taken a look at the UMT campus tour, and that it's a purpose built campus, and it has lawns, grounds, it has gym, it has court, we have labs, we have classrooms. So it is the best place, I guess, and I'm sure when you will join it, you will really enjoy your life here. So if you have any question regarding the infrastructure or the things regarding the life at UMT, you may ask from me. Yes, Maheen, thank you. No doubt that the team really worked hard for that, and we actually, it was a good learning experience overall of online classes. And there wasn't any, there was a big difference in public sector and private sector universities as far as the online classes that we saw when we were dealing with these. So you are right, quite in that.
Thank you, Aisha, and thank you for that. I hope that that also introduces the university to you in a deeper way. I Maheen, who's there and who's commenting, has been a wonderful student of mine as well. So, Maheen, thank you for being here, and thank you for having a look at the BA Liberal Arts program as well. I think Maheen is already doing her bachelor's in English literature. Well, next, like I said, please keep using the chat box if there's any questions, even though we have been introducing different topics about the university and about the program throughout. But if there's still something that you need to be, that you think needs to be explained better or clarified, please let us know. Well, we have also with us a few departments from UMT, from the university, that I think potential applicants, people who plan to join or apply, should know. We have no, Shahzad Sab, that's wonderful that you're here, even if you're late. Just like I said, we're introducing the BA Liberal Arts program and UMT. Please ask any questions that you have in the chat box, and we'll be able to guide you better. We also have with us, joining us, some of the wonderful departments that we have at UMT, who've been very helpful in our both our pedagogical work, in our intellectual growth, in helping the university as a campus. We have with us Miss Anam from Stairs, and she'll explain better what Stairs is. So I'll hand it over to her for a minute, and she can discuss her department and what you can expect about technology and about the technological facilities at UMT if you choose to apply. Let me just hand it over to her.
All right. Am I audible to everybody?
And I think we can all see you now.
Am I audible to you?
You are audible.
All right. Perfect. Perfect. So thank you so much. I would like to thank Ms. Aisha Zafar and Mr. Vikas Sajjad for having me. And it was a very healthy and fruitful discussion going on. So I don't want to intervene and, so yes, got to know about ILA, a lot about UMT highlights. So yes, this is Sahib Zadi and I'm Rashid from Steers and UMT Connected. I'll be giving just a brief introduction that what Steers stands for and what do we do, what are we working on. So STAIRS is basically, it's an acronym of Student Technological and Instructional Resource Service. So basically we provide technological, academic, motivational and counseling services to our students. And also we are, supporting our faculty and the whole UMT community. So basically we are a communication channel between the student and the faculty. We aid the student and faculty and we connect them. So this is basically our main purpose. We provide 24/7 services. It's basically, you can say, a help desk center over Zoom, and also as well as in the campus, in-person trainings, we also provide those trainings. Of course, I can share my screen and I can just share the presentation. Well, let me share it first with you. So yes, basically, since I'm representing STAIRS and UMT Connected. I'll be emphasizing on STAIRS, but UMT Connected is basically, you can say, it's a distance, you can say Directorate of Distance Education. And that was established in 2017 in July. If you have any questions during whatever I say, you can just mention it in the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself. So yes, UMT Connected is a software name which was name for distance of Directorate of Distance Education. So UMT Connected is further divided into three divisions, that is UMTX, LiveX, and EUMT. So EUMT is dealing with the academic courses. These are basically three platforms of UMT Connected. And LiveX is basically, broadcasting those lectures, those live lectures to other universities. And similarly, if you talk about UMTX, so they are dealing with the professionals, they are dealing with the skills-based courses. So this is a little introduction about UMT Connected. Now moving on to STAIRS, just like I told you earlier. Okay, we have some messages in the chat box. All right, fine. So STAIRS, as I told you, that STAIRS is providing TAM services, that are technological, academic, and motivational services. So, basically you can say, and this is in the form of, we are using emails, we are using we are, conveying, we are resolving issues, we are solving problems of the students via emails, text messages, in person, live chat. So this is how we are doing. And it's just like I told you earlier, that it includes establishment of a standalone 24/7, 365 days call and support services. And then, of course, we are running some courses that are that are 0 credit skill-based courses. And we are providing support to our students, and we are basically, helping and ease the process and understanding of technologies in learning. So you can say, let me share this slide with you. Our vision, our mission, this is what we are. And so this is the brief, you can say, introduction of STAIRS. What we offer: technical, motivational training, instructional, directed support, and academic coaching services. When do we work? We work 24/7, 365 days. and all right, we have that link, Zoom link over. You can just, if you want to join, you can just join and click on that link, which is also, I'll just mention our website as well, that is connected.umt.edu.pk. Whenever you go there, you will visit the website, you just have a link, you can just click on that link, and any team member will be responding to your queries. So how do we work? Yes, which I told you earlier, that this is how we work: calls, text messages, emails, live chat. So our target audience is, of course, the faculty members, staff members, UMT community. And then, of course, our working culture, our working strategy, these are, of course, these are the things: collaborative. We are collaborative, continuous because we are providing continuous support. So that's why we have mentioned this culture, working culture, that is continuous. Centered, of course, everything is centered. And we are working in a collaboration with everybody. Creative, why creative? Because many of, we are running different online courses, and these courses include our graphic designers, our animators. So yes, you will see creativity in those courses which we have uploaded on LMS. So yeah, so we have different departments with which we have partnered. We have the education department, which includes 18 schools. So we are partnering with those departments. Then we have ERP, OTS, OCMS, DRC. So these are the departments which we are working with, and they are, we are partnering with. And what benefits students will get, because of, obviously, this is an open day and it's an open discussion going on with the students. So the students will, of course, they will get, these things will be enhanced: the critical thinking, communication skills, problem solving, confidence building, fast-paced learning. These are the things which students will get benefit from. So I guess that's all from my side. If you have any questions, any concern, any suggestions, so you can, mention it in the chat box. Use Zoom features for that.
Thank you, Anam. That was wonderful. I think the participants have gotten a sense of the sort of technology, the sort of the sort of help they'll be able to get if they plan to apply here. I'll next ask another colleague of ours from the admissions office at UMT, Ms. Irsa Asif, to introduce her department to us and to guide you about the admission process. Those of you who plan to apply, this will, I hope, be very useful. Let me just ask Ms. Irsa to say a few words, and you'll be able to ask your questions directly from her as well. So it's over to you now.
Assalamualaikum.
Ji, Assalamualaikum. You are audible now, so please, Ms. Irsa, अगर आप थोड़ा सा introduce कर दें admissions, we'll be waiting.
जी मैं कर देती हूँ. Is it necessary to switch on my camera?
It's up to you. It's not necessary at all.
Okay, it's Irsa here from admission office, and I'm here to guide you about the general admission process and our department. I'm from OIA, that is Office of Information and Admissions. So the basic thing is, I think most of you know about UMT. UMT is a University of Management and Technology, and it's first Pakistan's premier general university here, and we have ranking in QS Asian ranking among top 500 students, top 500 universities. And if you want to apply in UMT, I will guide you the process. You will simply go to the website, that is onlineadmissions.umt.edu.pk, which I will mention in chat as well. So you can also have a look there for that. And after that, when you will go to that link, you will just apply online. Whole process is online because of COVID. And for your safety and for our safety, you have to apply online. And the other process is you can also visit university to apply. There are two basic ways to apply: simply online from your home, or you can visit university. If you are from Lahore, you can visit. Okay, and we are here to counsel you people. If you have further questions, we will guide you. Like if you want to apply for BA Liberal Arts and other programs, like we are offering different business programs, and we have ranking of those programs throughout. Like in Pakistan, like our business programs are among top 5 business schools. And furthermore, we have information technology, computer science programs, and different other programs like artificial intelligence, software engineering, and among engineerings, we are offering electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and industrial engineering. Furthermore, we are also offering different social sciences programs like liberal arts. If you want to pursue your career towards government jobs, you can pursue it. Like if you want to do CSS, PMS, or PPSC or FPSC, you can go for BA Liberal Arts, Public Administration, or you can also opt for law. Okay, we are also offering law. There are other programs like we are offering our fashion designing, textile designing, and other different programs. So you can also apply for that. Simple is the process. You can simply go to the website. I'm going to mention in the chat as onlineadmissions.umt.edu.pk. You can also visit our website just to apply online, and after creating your account there, you can start signing into your application, and you can just start your application process. So if you're facing any kind of difficulty, we are also here on chats. Like how can you access us through chats? That is, there is an option for ask a question on our website, or we are here on our website. Okay, you can just simply click on that, and you can just have a chat with our counselors and different team members. They will assist you with your application or with any of your queries you are towards that. Okay. Furthermore, if you are still having any issue and you are from Lahore, you can also visit university. We are here to counsel you. We are here to help you out. Okay, so this is the process. Like you can apply online or just visit university to apply for a particular program you are choosing for your future. And if you are facing any difficulty in choosing a program, we are also here for chat, and we are here for counseling. Like if you want to choose fashion designing, and if you are also thinking to choose no, I want to apply for textile designing, then we are here to counsel you towards your betterment, like what your future goals will be. We will consider that and we will guide you. Okay, so furthermore, I think if you guys have any kind of query, you can mention on the chat. I'll answer you. And the process after applying, you will appear in test. You will clear that test, and if interview is applicable, you will clear the interview. After that, your admission will be confirmed. If you get your name in merit list, you will be informed by a call or message or email. You will get the fee voucher, and after that, you will reserve your seat.
All right. So thank you so much for being here and for introducing the admissions scheme and how students can apply. We have one last quick presentation from another colleague of ours at the library. As most of you can imagine, at the university, a library is really a center of activity, and just unique and so useful to students and faculty alike. So I'm just going to ask our colleague, Miss Faizat Wasum, to also say a few words and introduce the library to you. And once again, thank you, Miss Irsa from the admissions office, and Miss Anam from Stairs. And your work always is appreciated, obviously. And thank you so much for giving us some time today as well. I'm going to ask Miss Faiza now to introduce you to the library now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wakas. I'm Faiza Tabasum from UMT Library, and I will present a brief overview regarding library. So, library, that is also Learning Resource Center at UMT. Is my screen visible, please? Hello, is my screen visible for you, please?
DGB, it's visible. We can see it. Please go on.
Thank you so much. So, we offer many services and facilities here in the library for our students and faculty and researchers. It is very important for the newcomers to know about these facilities and services so that they can be fully utilize these facilities and resources for in their learning and academic process. So there is a library website that is very comprehensive website. You can find all type of information regarding library services, resources, facilities, staffs, timings, and all kind of information. You find a opaque link over there, or if you simply search opaque UMT library in Google, you will find our online catalog, and you can, it's an open access catalog, it means you can access it from your home, from your own desktop. Just search your subject, your any type of book. If you want to know about that, is it present in the library, just type the title or the subject of the book in the search bar, and you will get the information availability about the availability of that book in the library. So you can explore our catalog to find your relevant materials, relevant books, and relevant resources to help in your studies. There is an info desk that is operational from morning to 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the evening. So any kind of queries, any kind of, if you have any question regarding library services, if you have any question regarding your study help, your assignments, you need any kind of literature, you can contact us on our info desk. We provide on-desk services as well as online services. You can just email us at library@umt.edu.uk, and we will answer you, and we will provide you your books, articles, whatever you need. Means we provide online services as well. If you are outstation, you can't visit the library, you will just write and email us that we need this article or this book, we will provide you in PDF format without visiting the campus. In case you are, it's a summer break or you are out of campus for some reasons, you will be facilitated through online material. Library provides group study facilities, and we have group commons, learning commons, where you can discuss your assignments. If you want to do study in a groups, you can sit in our group study areas that are specified for group study only, and you will be able to discuss your assignments, presentations, and some other. And if you want to study individually, where there is a very peaceful and comfortable environment, and we have study carrels for your individual studies without the disturbance, you can sit there and you can enjoy reading over there. Scholar is our research database. All the research of UMT means all the articles published from the faculty, all the thesis, final projects from the students of the UMT are uploaded on the eScholar. eScholar link is also available on our website. If you want to see that what research subjects have been addressed in the by the UMT students or UMT faculty, you can visit eScholar link that you will find on our library website. Digital Common is specifically our digital common area that is prepared for our MPhil and research scholars, like PhD research scholars. But our BA students, as specific audience at the moment is you people for the BA students, we have e-databases. You can access these data in the campus pharmacies. There is an multimedia room as well for your multimedia assignments. You can prepare your assignments and you can rehearsal for these presentations in the library. We have a specific space for this purpose, and multimedia room provides you the facility for your assignment rehearsal, rehearsals, and any kind of other multimedia activities. You can record your interviews, video recordings, audio recordings facilities available here. If you have any assignment from your teacher that you have to record any interview, you can do this activity in the library as well. So resources, the UMT library is one of the best libraries in the Pakistan, and we have a very rich collection of books, journals, e-databases, digital books, thesis and FYPs, and updated textbooks that are being taught in the campus. So you can find print books as well as digital books here in the library. Just you need to send us an email, or you can physically visit the library. We will provide you the books in the both formats. In which format you feel convenient, you will be served. So we have subscribed many online databases from HEC as well. That is, these databases you are seeing on the screen are specifically for the belongs to the ILA discipline, like JSTOR, Cambridge Journals, Wiley Online Library, Taylor and Francis, Oxford University. These databases provide a huge range of articles and books for the students, and you can fully utilize these databases within the campus. You can download articles, you can download books, and these databases basically facilitate you to prepare your assignments with a research-oriented manner. You don't no need to just copy paste from Google or from fake websites. You are taught here to use these research databases so that you will be a good researchers, and that will provide the basis for your further studies like MPhil and PhD. We have 3 specific databases of ebooks, so that is Script, Questia, and eBook Central. These databases have a wide range of ebooks in all the disciplines, specifically for that is IL is also including in this discipline. So if you need any ebook, you can just write us and we will provide you the PDF of that book. Here is a rich collection of English language and literature, as English language and literature is one of the disciplines that has a very ability to add on literature, add on books, add on collection in the library. So literature and language collection is regularly updated and added in the library collection. We have a very huge range of books and very latest books, very international, very good material recommended by the faculty. So as I mentioned that ILA faculty is one of the best faculty, and regarding they are continuously suggesting us the books and recommending the books for the library in their discipline. So you will find here a very huge collection of English language and literature books. Some of the screenshots you can see on the screen. When you will visit the library, it will be an amazing experience for you, and it is for sure that no other university in private sector has a so rich collection of books like UMT. So OPAC, as we mentioned earlier, OPAC is basically a library open access catalog. You can see the link lrc.umt.edu.pk. You can visit this link from your home as well, and you can explore what library has in print format. All the print material available in the library is cataloged on this link in the OPAC. Whatever you are looking for, you can explore from this. And we are here to support your learning and academic process. We have a circulation desk where you will come for library membership, and when new students come to the library, they have to get library membership. So circulation desk is offering the services for library membership. You can borrow books, materials from the circulation desk. And one other facility that is very useful and you must know about it, that you can reissue books online through email, and you can reserve your required material online through your email address, official email address. Means if you need a book from the library but it is already issued to someone else, you can just send a reserve request through your email, and the book will be reserved in your name automatically. So these online facilities are just to save your time and your energy and make you your time more effective for your study purpose. So we provide on-desk and online services continuously to save your time. Reference and info desk services provide, as I mentioned earlier, that we provide e-books and e-articles in the PDF format through email. We handle reference queries, any type of query regarding your studies, regarding library resources, regarding literature searching, or any type of query regarding your assignments. We are here to answer you, and we are here to facilitate your learning and academic process. Ask a Librarian is our service that is operational from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Daily, and you can send your queries, your questions on this through Ask a Librarian. We also provide thesis writing help for our students regarding, we provide similarity reports, thesis formatting sessions, how to write your thesis, because students are very confused for the first time when they have to write. They are very not familiar with the research process. So we are here, although your teachers teach you, but we are here to particularly let you know that how you have to start your thesis, how you have to
Ms. Faiza, I think your voice is breaking up. Thank you so much. I think we've gotten a sense of the university's library and the sort of
different skill for the students after is learning.
I'm thinking, oh, your voice was breaking up. So I think it's wonderful that, we've been able to get a sense of the library. Thank you so much for introducing the library to us. I think we can get a sense now of how the library helps us and the sort of facilities available. And as always, we're very thankful to you for joining us and for introducing the library to us. And I hope the students who plan to apply will be able to reach out to you more and more. Thank you so much, Ms. Faiza. If you could please end the slide share, we could continue with our own with the open day as well. I have a couple more people who I need to introduce. I have with me a former student of mine who I'll ask to speak next, and then we will introduce a couple more teachers to you, some faculty members who you'll hear from. But first, because I wanted to, for new applicants, I wanted you to get a sense of the sort of student life that people have, even though my colleague Aisha has introduced the campus facilities, but it's always good to hear from a student. And I've requested one of my former students to come and will tell you about her life here, but primarily to introduce a sort of student club to you. As Aisha also described, there's quite a few clubs and societies run by students, managed by students here, and there's quite a few activities that happen every day. So I have one student here belonging to one such society who will give her take on life here, and let me just give her the rights to say, and let me just say, I can't say no pun intended because there is a clear pun intended. Emerald is quite a gem. So please, I'll ask Emerald to speak to you now. Emerald, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Am I audible?
You are. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you could please take some time to tell us what you do here and why you think it would be a good idea for people to join in as well.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank Sarkas for having me here, and I'm so glad I can talk to you all. I am a student from the 6th semester, somewhat of your senior, and you can always approach me if you need any help or advice. So basically what Sir intended me to be here for is to give you an insight into the kind of extracurricular activities that I've been involved in, because I am an active member of the Literary Society. I'm actually the vice president of it. And when I came into the university, that's when I got to know that there is an office that does exist in UMT by the name of Office of Participant Affairs. OPA for short form. And OPA is basically the office that handles all the clubs and societies in our university. By handle or managing, I basically mean that they take care and they have the reins, but they guide us and they provide us all the finances or the resources and the help to run these societies, and we can basically recruit members of the society. So they also help us organize competitions, events, and we have regular meetings, and then we go into emails and WhatsApp groups to basically coordinate. So the purpose of these societies is basically what I want to let you know. There are certain benefits that it gives you as a student. For instance, you get to travel across different cities in Pakistan, and you also get to travel to different countries based on the kind of talent you have and what you can offer to the university and to these competitions. So we have for my society particularly, we have poetry competitions, we have essay writing, short story writing competitions, we have poetry recitation competitions. And for these, we basically send our students to different competitions organized by universities in Islamabad, Multan, Faisalabad, Karachi, and Lahore itself. And all your travel costs, your accommodation costs, your eating costs, your everything is managed by OPA. So that's one of the benefits you get. You basically get to participate, you basically get to win, and you also get to enjoy as well without really spending anything on your own. So if you're good at sports, you can basically contact a person named Sir Abdullah, who is actually the head of OPA, and he will take you into the society for sports, and then they will train you and they will send you for international competitions as well. They go to Malaysia, they go to Dubai, they go to the US for these competitions. And if you're really good at something like I am, for instance, I'm good at poetry, so that's also one of the extracurricular activities, and then you can also apply for a scholarship based on that. You can have more details on this from OPA. There's an ID for OPA, which is basically opa@umt.edu.pk. You can contact them. And basically, when you participate in these, you get certificates, trophies, and medals. So as many participations and as many awards you get at the end of your degree tenure, for this application, where you, on the basis of the amount of trophies and shields that you have, you get a gold medal from OPA. So you basically become an extracurricular gold medalist. Under normal circumstances, on the number of rector awards that you get, which is an academic award for scoring 4 GPA in consecutive semesters, you also get a gold medal. So at the end of your degree, you're a gold medalist. So in case you are not very good at or you're very average at studying, you still have a chance to stand out with your extracurricular activities. So there's always hope for you. And that's why these societies really help you. More or less, they help you in grooming yourself. So, I'll be the basic. Basic is that, you get exposure with all these events because you get to interact with people from different backgrounds, from different mindsets, and they can add to your knowledge. So any experience is basically never a waste, and it always adds to your personality. And you get to collaborate with other societies. We have a drama club, we have comedy club, and we have play, script writing. We have different societies for literally everything. We have a rowing society as well for boating and all. So you get to enjoy all of that. And you can just approach anyone, literally anyone from OPA, or you can approach me if you want, and I will help you enroll into these societies. So normally we do have an orientation session, and if you enroll into the university, maybe they'll have an online orientation session for you, and then you can actually enroll yourself into these societies. Anything else, sir?
Yes, thank you so much, Emerald, for being here and for sharing your thoughts and for telling us about your experience. That's always helpful for potential applicants, because as you mentioned, and as Aisha before me, my colleague Aisha also mentioned, your experience in one program is not limited to a specific department. Your experience is always going to be more expansive. It's going to be a university-wide experience. And as Emerald was just explained to us, your societies, your student clubs are just one of the things that you could become a part of, and use that space and use that platform to explore other avenues, both in the university and outside. So thank you, Emerald, for being here. And I hope to see you on campus soon as well. Well, before we end, there's a couple of other people I wanted to sort of introduce you to. Some of the other teachers who you will likely see when you come here, inshallah. And so just wanted to let me show you their clips and their thoughts. Just again, so you get a sense of a larger faculty body that you will interact with while you are here.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Zarmeena Shahzad Khan, and I'm a lecturer here at TLC, Institute of Liberal Arts. I welcome you all on this virtual open day, and the faculty, is here to welcome your questions, and we are here to entertain you, and the list of the courses is on the website, and you can see all the courses that will facilitate you in your future. BA Liberal Arts is a unique course because it will give you a lot of knowledge about different subjects. It will talk about philosophy, history, that include African literature, post-colonial literature, literary theory, and American literature. All these literature will give you a lot of idea and knowledge about what is happening currently outside Pakistan and in Pakistan, and it will enhance your knowledge to understand how things usually help you to understand the world outside your own knowledge as well. So I welcome you all, and I hope you will enjoy your journey here at UMT.
And finally, we also have, well, almost a familiar face now because he's with us.
Hello, my name is Aisha Zafar, and I'm working as a coordinator for the Center for Languages at the Institute of Liberal Arts, University of Management and Technology, Lahore. I'm managing and coordinating the academic activities at the Center for Languages. Language classes are a great role to play in order to develop a congenial community among our students. Do you know that in our Center for Languages, we are offering 6 foreign languages to our students, the part of the international community. Similarly, in terms of career advancements, these foreign languages open up a new avenue. In terms of career advancement, a language plays an important role as it opens up new avenues to its learners. Similarly, a language provides an opportunity to its users so that they could know about the different cultures which are being spoken at different communities. The dynamics of foreign language classes are amazing. We have expert instructors for our foreign languages, which not only teaches Arabic and Persian, however, we also offer important languages like German, Spanish, and French, so that they could be helpful for the students in their professional and career life. Foreign languages are also included in the roadmap of BA Liberal Arts, and the students will get the opportunity to learn these foreign languages from the expert instructors of their own field. These languages will be helpful for the students to learn history, philosophy, and different other subjects which are the part of BA Liberal Arts programs, and they will be helpful to them to critically analyze and to know the culture of these subjects. I'm sure that you will get a great opportunity by getting enrolled in this program. We will welcome you for this in future.
Well, those were some of the other faculty members and coordinators at the Institute of Liberal Arts, people that you will see on campus, people who will be able to help you out, and people that you will possibly gain a lot from if you do choose to apply to the BA Liberal Arts program. Well, even though we are still here, I mean, what I wanted was to stick around, answer specific questions if there are any, but we've been using the chat box for that, so we can still continue to do that. But if there are any questions now, you can let us know and ask them. Otherwise, I just wanted to thank you all for being here. I wanted to appreciate you taking the time out, appreciate specifically the fact that you showed an interest in liberal arts to know what it's about. And I hope that at least there's a sense now of what the BA liberal arts program is going to be like. It's just to end again with giving you that information. It's a 4-year program, an all-encompassing degree with 3 major streams in history, philosophy, and literature. And it also includes extensive language training in one foreign language, which will obviously, as you just saw in the video, which will obviously guide you in your research interests as well. It's a program that will open up quite a few different avenues for you in terms of your career goals. As was mentioned in the chat box and previously as well, the civil services and other similar exams is just one of the streams that you can go towards. There's also academia, there's research, there's media, there's journalism, there's development sector work. So quite a few fields that liberal arts education will guide you towards. And I hope some of you do choose to apply to the program. So thank you for showing up. Before ending, I will share one final video with you. And hopefully, once more, you'll be able to get a sense of what liberal arts is and get a sense of what your time at UMT at the BA Liberal Arts program will be like. So here goes.
I was trained at Harvard and at University College London. I taught at Harvard for a short while, then at Brown, and from Brown I went to the University of Pennsylvania, came from there to LUMS, and from LUMS I went to IBA in Karachi, and after a short stint at Habib, I'm now here at the University of Management and Technology. Liberal arts because it provides a broad-based education, and which gives the students an intellectual training, and then they are able to handle complex and abstract ideas, something that is dwindling in this society. They're articulate, they're well adjusted, they're informed, and as a result, they are good for any career really, which they choose. They can go into higher administration, in planning, they can seek positions in international agencies, state UN agencies, civil services, another possibility, media, international newspapers, magazines, and of course they can always become independent writers and start their own companies. It is a myth, and I repeat, it is a myth that those who do the liberal arts, those who do humanities, they have no jobs. Facts show otherwise. I would like to tell the students that they're in for an environment which is very congenial. They will be doing things that will engage them, and let me assure them that they have enormous career prospects. Finally, why UMT? Well, UMT because UMT has ambition. UMT has started this program as a new venture, and there's a freshness about it. It has the potential to be perhaps one of the best institutions of liberal arts education in Pakistan, as well as in the region. So I will write more if you're here. Thank you.
Well, with those parting words, I would once again like to thank you all. Let you know that we are available. You can email us, call us, have a look at the website. If there's any more information that you need, if there's any more confusion regarding what a liberal arts education is like, I mean, this is one of those instances where there really are no silly questions. Please email me. I'll be very happy to explain the program to you in detail, and well, I look forward to some of you applying to the program. Thank you to all of you who joined me, who who represented their departments, Ms. Faiza, Ms. Irsa, and Ms. Anam, and my former student Emerald, and also my colleagues Ikra and Aisha. And thank you, all of you, for joining in, for your questions in the chat box. And I look forward to more of your questions. Thank you so much. We will end it here now. I hope this has been helpful. And I look forward to your emails or any other questions that you have. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.